What's up? I'm back. I just finished The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna, and it's time for my next book. I am going on a trip to Atlanta, and I'm going home to Tulsa first. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick 2 books to bring with me just because I'm trying to finish the ones I have here, but I'm worried that if I just bring 1 book, that won't be enough time for like the planes and everything. Like, actually, should I do 3? I'll have 2 and then a bonus, but I'll like make the divide clear just because I have a plane ride there, a plane ride back, and then I'll be in Tulsa for a few days before because it is going to be the 4th of July. And then also like I just have a nail appointment for my trip, stuff like that. So I'll be in Tulsa from the 4th to the 10th, and then my plane leaves the 10th. So I'll have, actually, should I do 4? I don't know how fast I'm gonna read these, but I don't want to run out of time. I'm gonna do 4. I'll have 2 main ones and then 2 bonus, and then we'll see. Just because I'm like, okay, that's like 6 days that I'm gonna be in Tulsa, and then plus the trip. I'll do 5. I'm gonna do 5. 3 and then 2 bonus. Sorry. Oh my gosh. I have a few that I'm really wanting to do, so hopefully I have all of them here, but I have like 1 or 2 that I'm really wanting to read, and then beyond that I'm okay with whatever. I'm gonna draw 5 and then I'll pick my top 3 to be the main ones, and then the second 2 will just be the bonus ones I bring with me. So okay, let's see here. Remarkably Bright Creatures by Shelby Van Pelt. I've been really excited about this one. I don't know if you see my book haul, but I had the hardest time finding it because my Barnes & Noble didn't have it for like forever until recently, and I think it's because it's gotten so popular, but they only recently had it. Next up, these are all in like, I didn't fold some of these very well. Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. This is one that I was looking forward to also. Both of these are like good picks. Okay, it's looking really strong so far. I'm gonna set these here. Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry. Oh my gosh, these are like good ones. Dang, this is making it hard. Hey, it's a good problem to have, too many good books. One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig. Another one I've been excited about. Man, I don't know how I'm gonna pick 3. And then Good Material by Dolly Alderton. Okay. I've been looking forward to this one. I'm not sure that I'm in the mood, but I'm still obviously gonna bring it with me. Now, here's the ones I have left. I'm gonna go ahead and see which ones I have left just because I can't really remember. The Hazelbourne Ladies Motorcycle and Flying Club by Helen Simpson. That one looks really fun. Butcher and Blackbird by Bryn Weaver. I think that's the first one. I had to do some serious digging, and Safari was being like, I wasn't in the mood to do, actually, I wasn't in the mood to do serious digging. I did a quick Google search, and that's what it told me. It's the first one. The Woman Destroyed by De Beauvoir? I'm not French, I'm sorry. I'm kind of glad I didn't pick this one. It's kind of the same thing as Good Material. I know I've wanted to read it for forever. It's been on my TBR for a while. I just know I'm not like right now what I'm wanting next. So I'm glad I didn't get that one. I'm gonna keep these folded up so the next time One True Loves by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Another one that I've been wanting to get to. I'm trying to finish all of her books, but I haven't been doing it in like the order that she released them. I've just been jumping all over the place. So we'll see if I ever get to all of hers. Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez. I've gotten a lot of mixed results on her books. I haven't read one, I don't think, but I do know that I think you're supposed to read another one before this one because it like kind of connects. And I think, I don't know, I just saw like one person mention that like the person from this book is someone from another one, but I don't think it really matters, hopefully. But either way, I've heard really mixed reviews. Some people love her, some people have a harder time reading her books, so I'll have to figure that out for myself one day. The Reunion by Kayla Olson, another one I've had. I think this is the next time I have romance like on the mind, assuming I get through Great Big Beautiful Life. I think that's gonna be my like go-to, just because I've had it for a while. Actually, I haven't even had it for a while. I've gotten it pretty recently, but like I've wanted to read it for a while. Murder Your Employer by Rupert Holmes. Mystery. Kind of glad I didn't pick this one. I'm not in a big mystery mood, but occasionally I'll get like a little like, oh, I want to read a mystery, I want to read that one, but I'll be in the middle of another book, and then by the time I get like finish the book, I'm not a big mystery person, but I get like little kicks of it. So next time I get in the mood to read a mystery, this will be my go-to. And then last but not least, what I could have drawn, All Fours by Miranda July. I think that's how you say her name, July. So it's spelled like the month, I assume. These are the ones I could have done, but I'm not going to. And then that leaves me Remarkably Bright Creatures, Divine Rivals, Great Big Beautiful Life, One Dark Window, and Good Material. I think what I'm gonna do is Divine Rivals. That's like for sure. I've been wanting to read this one for a while, and they're doing, is it a movie or a series? They're doing something soon, and there's 2 of these, so I have to catch up. So I'm gonna definitely do this one first. Next up, what do I want to read? I think what I'm gonna do is Remarkably Bright Creatures by Shelby Van Pelt. This one, like I said, I've been looking for it for a long time, and I really want to read it, and it looks super cute. And it's just a unique concept, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that one. And then I'm going between Great Big Beautiful Life and One Dark Window. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna do One Dark Window. I think that's gonna be my pick. I was really hoping I would draw this one. There was a lot of these I was hoping I would draw, so this is hard, but these are gonna be my top 3, the ones I'm gonna prioritize first. And then I'm still gonna bring both of these, Good Material and Great Big Beautiful Life, with me. I'm going to actually just put them back in the bowl just in case I don't get to them, and then if I end up getting to them, I'll read it. But this was fun. I needed something to switch it up. I like switching like genres every time I get a book. So like the last one I read was historical fiction, and then the one before it was like fantasy. It was really just romance with like, it was like magical realism kind of, where like they're in the real world but like there's fantasy elements, but really it was just romance. And so the next one, I'm really excited. I might do, if I do Divine Rivals, I think that's going back to fantasy, but at least I had historical fiction to switch it up. So anyway, thanks for doing this with me. I'll give some updates on how the books are going. Okay, I finished The Nightingale earlier than I thought, but it's time for me to read the first book that I drew to read, and that is Divine Rivals. I was really excited when I drew this out of the little bowl because I've been wanting to read this one for a while. And like I said earlier, this will be turned into, I think, a series or a movie or something. And so I want to be done with it just in time for it to come out. So I'm about to start, and I'll let you all know how it goes. Okay, it's been a few days, and I've kind of been like off and on reading. I've been home, so I've just been like working on stuff around the house. But first off, got my nails done for Beyonce. Here's this side, here's that side. Anyway, I am 155 pages in, almost halfway done. This is like a 330 page book-ish, so I'm about halfway done. And I really like the premise of this one. Like, the two typewriters are connected, and so no matter where they are, gosh, there's a gnat, I'm sorry. No matter where they are, they can like speak to each other. I really like that. He knows it's her. She doesn't know it's him. It kind of gives me You've Got Mail vibes. I was kind of thinking, it gives me You've Got Mail. The beginning of it is kind of the hating game because like they work together and they're kind of in competition, but da-da-da-da-da. And then it's like You've Got Mail. And then there was one other I was kind of thinking of, but I forgot. But I love all those stories. So it's really, sorry, my butt is driving me nuts. So I'm really enjoying it so far. I don't know if I showed you underneath the cover, it had like this really cool typewriter. Dear Iris. And the side. But yeah, I'm really liking it. She is off at war. She's a war correspondent. And yeah, it's just a really interesting premise, and I love this is like more magical realism. I love magical realism. It's more magical realism, but I love it. And I don't really have many other updates besides like I'm halfway done. I don't have any thoughts about this so far. It's definitely not a 5-star like my past. I had 5 books in a row that were all 5 stars, and I was like, is my scoring system broken? No, I just think I really lucked out in the ones I was picking. But this one's not a 5-star, but I'm really enjoying it. And I'm definitely going to read the second one and watch when the adaptation comes out because I'm really excited. I don't know if it's a series or a show, but one of the two. But yes, of course, I'll follow this because it's really good. I think right now it's at like a 2 or 3, but that's still a really good rating. And whenever I'm reading it, I'll read for like long stretches at a time. So I'm excited to get back into it. And I need to finish this one tonight. Like, I need to because I have others I need to read. But more updates to come. So they were both just like blown up. Don't know if they're okay yet. Someone said this book is very reminiscent of World War I, and I definitely see it because right now, even though it's like different enemies and stuff, it's still like trench warfare. So I see the World War I reference. But I'm going to go see if Roman's okay because, yeah, he just got blown up. He's good, alive and well. He saved Iris. She still doesn't know. He was trying to tell her who he was, but she still doesn't know. Yeah. Okay, so they now said that they're gonna marry each other, which is fine, but it feels kind of like 0 to 100. Like, she was really mad at him, and then they made up, which is fine, but then he's like proposing. And I'm like, it just feels not right. So, don't love that. And then I was kind of confused for a second. I was like, okay, so like there's about 50 pages left, but I was like, are we just going to pretend, like, ignore that the war is still going on? Well, then the town they're in is being invaded, so then they have to, like, evacuate. But they say they're not going to evacuate because she wants to continue to look for her brother. But it's like, dude, your brother isn't in this town. So, like, it doesn't make any sense. And he's injured, and she's like, I can't ask you to stay. And he's like, I'll stay. And she's like, yes. I'm like, he's injured and you want him to stay there with you just to like be with you? I don't know. It's kind of crazy. I'm now on page 292. I do think that my rating has gone down a little bit just because like it was going so well. I loved it, but this is starting to feel kind of cheesy, and it hasn't felt that way up to now, but like ever since they've actually been together, it's been kind of cheesy. I think my rating now is going to be about a 3.7, so still pretty high, and I'm still going to keep following it, but yeah, it's not flowing as well anymore. So like I said, I'm on 307? No, 292. Why did I say that? I'm on 292. I have about like 35-ish pages left, and I'm going to go ahead and finish that up, and then I'll come back with my final thoughts. Okay, so I finished the book, and oh my gosh, look. She's so cute. I finished the book and I hated the ending. I was like, it felt like we had an ending, like the main plot had been resolved. And then for a while I was like, what are they doing? Like adopting it. They got a cat. I was like, what is going on? Then they got married. I was like, okay, which I'm only glad they got married because they're later separated. If they weren't separated, I'd be like, why are they getting married? Like, I really think they were just getting married so that way it would make their separation more painful, but it actually made no sense, like, based on their relationship. The town they're in gets attacked, and her brother Forrest comes back, and she thinks it's Roman, like, because there's a gas mask on, dragging her out of town, so she thinks it's Roman, and then she's finally, like, she turns around and sees Roman's chasing after them, trying to get back to her. And he's, like, stumbling, though, because his leg is hurt. And she's trying to escape Forrest to get back to Roman. And basically, they're not able to get back to each other. And she's taken away by her brother. And Forrest is captured by the enemy. What annoys me is that she's not even angry at her brother for this. Well, she is. She's angry at her brother, but, like, it lasts for 2 seconds. And then she's like, she doesn't seem to be that upset that that Roman's gone. Like, it just kind of is like, this is a big thing, but it's kind of like, okay. She doesn't seem that upset. She's not even that mad at her brother. She says something, she's like, my brother feels like a stranger to me now. And I'm like, you were willing to give up Roman's life for this brother? And that's what ended up happening. And, like, we're not happy to see the brother. Like, I'm just kind of left annoyed by her response to everything. And, yeah, I'm not vibing. This ending brought down my rating quite a bit. I think, what did I say? Was it a 3.7? I think now it's at like a 3.3. The book started out good. I really enjoyed it. And then over time, it started getting a little cheesier. I think things started getting sloppier. And yeah, I just didn't like where it went at all. Like, the plot could have been fine, but I feel like it wasn't quite convincing enough, where I was just kind of like, I'm supposed to be feeling something, but all I'm feeling is annoyance, and that's not what I was supposed to be feeling. So, anyway, I'm going to give that a 3.3, and I'm going to read the second one eventually. I don't have it with me, so I'm just going to move on to, like, the next book in my lineup, and whenever I'm reunited with the second book, then I'll get back to it. But thanks for bearing with me through that book. That was, like, I never quite knew how I was feeling, just because I'd be liking it, and then I'd read more, and I don't know. Disappointing. Bye.